So one of the questions we're getting all the time from our clients is, what should I be thinking about or concerned about when it comes to music rights for my events?
Sure, it's a huge topic and we're dealing with that question quite a bit, but the most important thing to remember is that if you want to use licensed music, copyright music, at any of your events, in person, hybrid, or virtual events, you have to get the rights to do that. There are tools in place for you to do that, but unless it's distinctly rights-free music, everything else pretty much is licensed and you have to get permission through some of the major providers such as ASCAP or BMI, and we can support you with how to make that happen. Leo, another question that we get from the audience all the time is, how can video really enhance events?
Obviously now that pretty much every event is either hybrid or fully virtual, it's video content no matter what, right? The couple of key things I would recommend to start with are create an engaging opening video, right? Just like we always have done at big live events. A big, great, interesting branded kind of opening video to bring everybody into your event still works just as well on the kind of virtual hybrid stage. And then interstitial content. So maybe that 10-minute presentation can be done as a profile video that, by the way, you can use elsewhere for your marketing needs. So I would say that holistically brings it into shortening your content a little bit, really condensing it down, thinking about creating event content as video content that can both make for a great live event, but also be leveraged for additional marketing uses in the future.
So how do we make pre-recorded content more engaging?
Sure. Well, for a standard presentation, I would say start off by really taking a hard look at your content and consider shortening it at a base level, right? Another option is to scrap the idea of a PowerPoint holistically, just all together, and then take one of two approaches. Either create a video that maybe through interview content or through motion graphics or through B-roll tells the story that you want to tell, that you were normally going to throw up in a couple slides. Or a simpler version is take your existing presentation and up-level the graphics themselves. Consider them part of the video. So create more engaging, more dynamic animations, maybe outside of PowerPoint using After Effects or Cinema 4D or other animation programs to sort of, again, up-level that content we're all kind of so used to seeing and maybe fatigued over the past year or so of seeing so many recorded PowerPoint presentations.
So when my event's over and I have a ton of video content, what do we do with all that content?
Well, I would say consider two things, repost and repurpose, right? So first thing is repost or post for the first time. If it was a live stream, make sure that that event, that content is on demand and easily available, particularly for your registrants, so they can watch it either again or for the first time. And then repurpose, so take a look at all of that great content you've captured and make sure you don't just archive it and store it away. There's so much more you can do to keep the conversation going throughout the year with that content. So remind people, create highlight reels, post different elements of the event throughout the year, and make sure you're driving them to an action. So usually that's to come back next year for the event, but share with your marketing team, share with your comms team. There might be useful content in there that can be leveraged in other departments for other business goals, PR, marketing, sales, whatever that might be.